Hello, my hearties. That's a way to start a video. Hey there, everybody. It's Jeffrey St. George, your favorite armchair amateur Shakespearean scholar, talking again today about Thinking Shakespeare by Barry Edelstein. And this isn't necessarily part of a chapter, but rather than a running theme that Barry wants to highlight throughout the entire book. So I thought, hey, why not make it its own episode? So, uh, Barry says, why am I using this word now? That is the core of Shakespeare. Why this word now? And Barry goes on to define it. Now, and not a second ago, or an instant in the future. Shakespearean thinking unfolds over time, in sequence, one idea after another, articulated by one word after another. So, this probably is not the first time that you're hearing this. Shakespeare's characters think while they talk, or talk while they think, at the same time. They don't precognate and then speak. And so I don't know about you, but I always found that really difficult advice, right? I conceptually understand it, but how do you speak the text? How do you organically come up with words when you've memorized them and they're 450 years old and they're highly detailed and filled with just ridiculous amounts of imagery and illusion? How do you do that? And how do you do it quickly? Right? I mean, I can discover as I go. Certainly, that's easy. But can I do that at pace? No, it's very hard. And so this is certainly, I think, probably one of the hardest parts about doing Shakespeare is thinking in the moment. So, Jeff, do you have any advice for me? How can I think in the moment? Yes, I do. So, it comes down to a number of different things. One, memorization, right? The words have to exist in your heart, not in your mind, not in your hand, right? This is why I am such a proponent of getting off book immediately. Because if you want to be thinking while you're talking, if you want to have that perfect Shakespearean speech, you have to have had it memorized for weeks and weeks and weeks by the time you're ready to perform. You can't just be memorizing lines up until opening night and then expect that you're going to be able to articulate them perfectly. It just doesn't happen. So don't do it. Get off book, dummy! Sorry, got a little aggro there. The next step, I think, is to rehearse it, right? You have these lines that you've memorized, and now you're just going to work them over and 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 over again until they become part of your muscle memory, and you can just skate through the performance, right? I think I'm probably doing my best performing when I'm not thinking at all, when I am not anticipating the next moment, when I'm not wondering what my next line is. And in order to do that, you have to have had it memorized really thoroughly, and you must rehearse it a lot, right? Now, how else do you remain in the moment, which is really what we're talking about? Well, nerves can get in the way of the moment, right? How do you deal with those nerves, Jeff? And I'm just going to share this for funsies. When I was at the summer program for the New York Conservatory for the Dramatic Arts, I had the privilege of studying under an individual named John Tyrell. And he said something that really stuck with me. Fuck the audience. Who cares what they think? They're not going to remember you 2 weeks from now. Fuck them. Right? Stop caring so much what people think about you. Go out there and simply have fun, right? Do the devastating work and have fun doing it. So, that is how you go moment to moment. That is how you speak Shakespeare's speech as though it's your own, as though it's thoughts occurring to you just in the moment. 1. Get off book 2, rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. 3, have fun. Fuck it. Gosh, I hope I don't get banned for saying that so many times. Okay, everybody, that's today's episode of Staying in the Moment, and do not forget, go Shakespeare.